this is Hybridsteel and welcome to my garage. We did this a couple of days ago on my big fat birthday stream and now we're back into playing this, and the reason why is because I've got to finish the car that we started. It just means I have to put a bit more effort into it and a bit more oomph, and then afterwards I'm going to be asking you for a little bit of help. And when I say help, it's more like you're going to be choosing the next car. When we finish the car that's in the garage, what I'm going to be doing after that is I'm going to be going to the junkyard or somewhere, and then you guys are going to be deciding which car gets done next. So it'll be a community thing. You choose and I'll build it, and then we'll see how far we go. I know this will be covered over into a video if need be, but this stream finishes in a couple of hours and we're all good. So I want to say thank you very much for kicking by. It's good to have you all here. It's brilliant to be sort of like just having people watching is pretty cool. So thank you for everything. And until then, let's go over to the main screen. And there we are. Yay. We're here. It's all good. So, how you doing, buddy? Not safe. How you doing? So, at the end of the last one, we got all this running. All this is now working, and it's just all new and clean. There is nothing wrong with this car. It is 100% so far. So, we got all this to put in, and all that to just make, which is going to be good. But I do need to decide on a colour, because I'm going to have to paint the bed first. So, I don't know which colour to do. I'm going to think of something at least. So, colours. You know what? We haven't done... don't think I've done a red car. Brundle Melon, how you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you very much for asking. It's most appreciated. Right, we're going to do a red car. A very red car. I forgot the 69 part. Did I? '69, dude. Yum. Oh, that's dirty. I need to wash it. I swear I washed all these parts. Damn it. Fiddly stickies. Right. I think I know why I didn't wash this one. I was just like, I need to get this done. The worst part is I can't... Oh, maybe. I never know why this happens, why you can't just scratch everything off. Oh, I'm gonna have to take that off now. We need a blade. Got a blade. Cutting disc. Right, let's take it off. It's broken. I can't repair it. It's useless. I'm watching is 12 AM. That's fair. Is that going to fall off now? Smile dog, how you doing, bud? Right. I don't think there's anything else holding this on. Just try and slide it off. Nope. Right. Bart or Chad. This is a Jesse. This, I would say, is more one of my favourite cars in this game. Which is fine, I like it. Literally just need to put this up in the air a little bit, just so I can sort of like cut the bottom off. There you go, that's how you do those. There shouldn't be anything else holding this on. This makes no sense. I'll cut that. There is nothing else holding this on. Are you doing a build for more bikes or not? If I see one, most of the things I've been picking up are cars though, because that's pretty much everything in the scrapyard. So I'll get around to it, maybe. The problem with bikes though is they don't take as long and they're not worth a lot of money. You'll finish a bike and it'll be worth like, I don't know, a grand, maybe two. Cars are where it's at because it's worth the money. Oh, come on. Where is this pocket? Oh, just... We don't know. There is nothing holding it on. Oh, maybe. Gone full off. Yeah, it was that. Gits. I thought that was the bit for the front. Right, this goes in the bin. Have I got another one? No, I haven't. Right, Jesse. But I do prefer the cars. That's the problem. I'm more of a car person. I don't mind doing bikes and stuff, but the cars are... I don't know, it's part of life in this game, really, isn't it? You know? Need a central panel. That's the one. Is that the one I need? It is. Right, let's get under. Fudge you. I even got that world. That was a big one. I think we're done. Right. I need another thingy. Just in case. Right. I'm from northern BC, Canada. Hello? You're from British Columbia. Well, that's fine, mate. At the end of the day, as long as you're not killing people, you're all right in my book. Yeah, we've done it. Right, I need to put the centre part back in. We need to put this back in because I took it out. Ta-da! Right. Alright, now we'll start painting the car red. Painting the car red. I'm not funny. I'm seriously meaning it. As long as you're not killing people, it's fine. I may joke about it in videos and stuff, but it's a pretty bad thing to do to people. Just going to end your life a little bit, you know? Only a little bit. Not a good thing to do. Not quite mellow. I'm empty. This is why I bought like 20 cans of paint. AFK to it. Yeah, no problem, bud. You don't have to say it. Just go off and do it. Now, unfortunately, this car I will be selling. Mainly because I'm trying to save up for the garage extension. So we're doing alright with this. It looks alright. Well, it looks red at least. Which is good. Okie dokie. Right, next we need to start putting all the panels back on. It'll be fun. I think we'll start from the front. So I need... Did I already put... I haven't put the fronts on. Where? Oh, this car didn't have front panels. It just had rears. Oh, man. Weirdly, I actually like this song. I have no idea what it's called, but I like it. Actually, you know what? I really should put Snip back on. Give me a sec. Snip is successful. There we go. I gotta change that around. So can't move it. Huh. Is this on this playlist? No. There we go. Mr. Games, how you doing, buddy? Right, let me just okay, let me just turn my camera off a second. And the waveform. I'm just going to turn everything off apart from... Why can I not... Oh, it might be that because that's locked. Huh. What is that? Why can't I move it? Well, that sucks. Yeah. I was trying to change the name thingy. I can change my camera though. If I change me, stick that there, keep that there. Oh, that's part of me there. Oh, I can't change that around. Oh, that sucks. I'll have to have a little bit of a faff at some point. It's fine. Do. Yeah, I was trying to change that thing around, but it wouldn't let me. Bit of a shame. Not a problem. Lorny, how you doing? Imperial Banana, welcome to the live stream. Mr. Games, welcome to the live stream. Lorny H. Hodge Jr., welcome to the live stream. Anyways, where did I put my welder? Actually, that's a good way of finding it. Okay. Right, there's no more welding to do there, so I need the tub now. Left on, rear left. I think that's all of the bits in and welded. Right, also I need to put the handbrake on. This is getting a bit silly. It is on. Cool. Right, I need my paint. I really should now just paint all the parts before I put them on. Well, this is just dirt and it's not anything else. Chromium being silly. How you doing, bud? Zhong? Welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna be doing these things later on where I'm gonna have like some like little sound effects set up and bits and pieces, and I just haven't got around to it because I've been, well, stupidly busy with, unfortunately, life and not being well, and then like stuff's happening and then not being well. Bye bye, not. That the guy? I'm doing alright, man. I'm just sort of bumbling by right now. I've had a bit of a rough morning. I've had a bit of a rough day, if I'm going to be brutally honest. I woke up this morning, I was completely fine. 10 minutes later, my brain decided I'm going to have a bit of a shitty day. And I ended up just, well, I wasn't well. I've had a headachy migraine thing all day and it didn't go away. I've taken another load of paracetamol. I don't listen when they say, oh, you should only take X amount a day. I normally, when it comes to a migraine, even on my migraine medication, if it doesn't get rid of it, I don't listen to instructions. I just carry on. It's not the most I've ever taken, let's put it that way. But yeah, it's one of those things that you don't do what I do because I'm stupid, but I know my limitation of what I can and cannot take. But painkillers don't do a lot for me anymore. It gets worse when you take them regularly. They just don't hit. So yeah, the medication I'm on for my migraines normally knocks me out, and it's usually all right. This one, I would say this one is more of a particularly bad one because it hasn't done what it normally does, which is knock me out and I'm alright. So I'm having just a bit of a rough day. Sucks. Apart from that, I'm alright. It's okay. We'll be fine. At the moment, I can still play games. I was playing 2K23 golf where I was talking to my brother at the same time. I've played a little bit of Rocket League. I'm fine, but you'll know when it starts getting bad when I start like slurring or disappearing, and they'll be like, "No, I'm gonna come off now because I can feel myself dying slowly." Seven people have liked the stream. Don't worry about it if you've only liked it. It will update eventually. It's YouTube being slow. They've had a couple of issues today, and I say that because like even on the dashboard we all look at our like our analytics and stuff has been a bit ropey today. So if things aren't working properly, don't worry. It's okay. As long as you're enjoying what I'm doing and you're liking it and you're paying, it's all good. Well, not paying, but playing. You're just playing along or being happy. I want to say thanks to all the people that like donated over on the birthday stream. It was very appreciated. All the people that turned up for that as well. It was pretty cool. It was nice to just sit here and talk to people again. And I didn't buy a cake, but I did buy a cheesecake. And I actually got my kid to try one. Like he's not a very adventurous type. He really gets fussy over quite a lot. But even he sat there and enjoyed it. It was like, yay! I finally got him to eat something else. It'd still get, yeah, that's what I said. So it's still got the word cake on it. You're fine. He had most of it, of what I gave him at least. Because it is quite rich. The one that I bought was like, it's nice. But yeah, it's quite sticky and quite potent as well. It's only a Tesco's one. It's like a Tesco's own chocolate cheesecake. It was, yeah, it had a lot to it. These things just don't last, man. Silver Scale Gaming, how's it going, Hybrid? Don't know if you've commented on this on a previous stream. Did you see the roadmap of Ship Graveyard posted? I did see it, and I will probably play any updates that come out for it, but it's still one of those, like, it's going to take a long... I think it's a very small development team that are working on it, so I'm not holding my breath for, like, it's going to happen very quickly. I'm expecting it to happen when it happens, not straight away. Just gotta wait. Just gotta see how things go. I might have to jump on it another day just to see where, because I removed it off my hard drive. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna play this again. Then literally like 2 days later, he brought out the roadmap, and I was like, all right, okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is go back onto it and see if I've kept my save. Because if I haven't, I've got to play through the whole game again. I don't want to. But yeah, I'll look into it when it happens. It's just one of those things, isn't it? You just have to dumb and wait it. Right, I need, going by this, I need a rear panel and I need the front quarter panels. Fun. Do. Tailgate, that's what we want. And quarter panels, fronts. Lights, I've got to do the lights as well, but I'm going to get the body stuff done first. Dun, 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 dun. Do you know how I got into this car though? It all comes down to ZZ Top. Billy Gibson owns one of these, and his is so cool. I was like, I really like El Caminos. Yeah, but chances are I probably will be jumping back into Ship Graveyard. Just gotta wait for updates and stuff. And that's the more, I would say this is the more painful thing about like playing indie games is updates. So I posted up today on the community section. So next month, when it comes to like the gaming and stuff and everything, I'm buying into Game Pass, or Xbox's Game Pass. And the reason why I'm buying into it is because, number one, it's only 15 quid or 10 quid or whatever I'll be paying for it. Secondly, it'll be one of those things that there's more games coming out on that all the time. I mean, yes, Starfield was one of them this month, but I don't really care. But then other games that come out for it, I'm like, I could play that. I could do this and I could do that. So yeah, I got a car you can work on in real life. I'm not the most competent of people in real life. When it comes to real life, I'm like very, very dumb-minded. It would be an interesting thing to do, but I feel that it would probably take me like a good couple of years to do a car, just because of how dumb I really am when it comes to this sort of thing. I'm not great. I know I'm not the greatest person in the world at this. Right, are you trim for the trunk? Do you go on there? You do. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I think it's. I've always said if I ever got like enough money behind and I got the facilities, because I don't really have much in the way of like space or anything. I would even give that whole like restoration thing a go, because there's enough crappy cars in this country that to like work on things. It really is, but it's like, can I get around to it? I don't know if I had the money, maybe, but it's tight. I did see a nice like Mark 1 Escort today that someone was. I think it's going up to a car show in the next few days, but it did look pretty cool. And it was like that'd be really. It was an old Mexico one, so yeah, it was nice. Right, I need tail lights. I don't think I've got any. Have I got one? No, I haven't got any tail lights. Okay, we need tail lights. And I have got bulbs, so how about you build me some 1967 Shelby Cobra replicas? It comes with instructions. Yeah, I mean, there's one in this country that you can buy. It's oh, what the fuck is it? I think it's a Morgan. It's basically what we associate it as a kit car in this country. Genuinely, It's a nice little car. It comes with instructions. Jeremy Clarkson built one on Top Gear. I don't think I have to screw this in, do I? No, I don't have to screw this in. Oh no. Do I? Where's the screws for this thing? That's really interesting. Like, it doesn't have any screws. There's literally nothing holding it in. It's okay. I'm only going to sell it. It's fine. There's a few brands that have replicas. Yeah, I mean, there's even a company in this. There's a company in this country that sells 67 Mustangs, like the Eleanor model from Gone in 60 Seconds, and I think they're only like 37 grand, which, okay, is the same price as a brand new car, but genuinely, it's they are proper replicas of that one car. I wouldn't. I mean, if I had the cash, I'd do things like that, but I just don't. I would say that is the downside of being like a slightly poorer person. You just don't have the capabilities to do things. I know what car I do want, and it is one of those sort of like, everybody has like their car that they want in life, and mine's not a Ferrari because I'm too fat for a Ferrari and I look stupid driving it. Right, you're going to see this massive bulbous man sitting in a Ferrari and it's going to look crap. I want is it a 60, I either want an Impala, 64 Impala, or I want a Bel Air. And I like them. They're just big, bulky boat cars that just cruise. I don't care about going really, really fast. I just want to chill. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I just don't have the place to put it. That's the issue. Like where I live, I park my car in a public car park. I don't have a driveway. I can't have a driveway. I tried to get a driveway, and the council told me, well, that hedge is your boundary. It's like, right, but I want a driveway. My mum's first car was a 64 Impala. I like them, personally. But that's just, it's just me. I'm a big fan of things like that. I don't care. As I said, I don't mind going really fast and stuff. I've done that most of my life with like UK cars. And I think even then it was like, you know, I just want to chill. You know, just cruise along at 80 miles an hour. Kick back. Don't worry about life. Just enjoy it. You got to be joking, that's Bondle hole. Let's just see if it is a Bondle hole. If it's a hole, I'll have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to do this. Oh, that's okay. It's just a scratch. I didn't see that before because it was all knackered anyway. Chris, how you doing, buddy? The first car you bought was a Lotus Elise. There was a kid that we used to... I don't know if it's him or not, but there... yeah, he had a real big thing for Lotus Elises. You're not my friend from that. You're not Wizard, are you, by any chance? Need a door card. Okay, so no. Again, not. That's the wrong door. The thing is, right, is that did you used to hang around? Do I know you from school? There you go. There's a big question. That was like a good 25 years ago. Basically, there was a kid that used to hang around with my mates, Dan and Matt. There was a guy who lived in Staplehurst down the road from where I am, and he had. No, definitely not. Okay, cool. So this kid had a fascination with Lotus Elises. One of his first car was a Lotus Elise, I believe. And when he bought his car, or it was his second car, he put two. Oh, okay. So he put two tarmac lines onto his driveway so he could get his car on and off his drive. I didn't put glass in this thing. Oh, joys. But his nickname was Wizard. Yeah. I need Windies. Windows. Front left. That's why when you said that, I was like, he could have been. But no, I think I can't remember his name on here anymore. Oh, really? There we go, that's on there. Right, that can go up there for now. There we go, one door. Right, this one ain't got nothing on it. So we got to put this one together. Because I had to buy a new door. The other one didn't exist. So that was fun. I looked at it and just went, there's something missing here. And I was like, oh, I'm missing like half a car. Right, I need a windy on this bit as well. So that's front right. Front right windy. Oh, there's another screw in there. Hold on. Where are you? Good. Right. So that's good and that's good. Get the door card. Actually, we need to spray this red first before we put the door card in. And we've run out of paint. So yeah, the reason why I'm going into more game, I want to go into Game Pass as well. Number one, a little bit more mainstream games, which means, I don't know, more views, that sort of thing. But I want to bring my sort of like sense of humour to things like that as well. The problem with waiting for indie games is you never know when they're going to come out. You never know their timelines as well. So when it comes to more established titles and not the sponsor people, but I would love to be sponsored by someone like that. It just means that it's a bit more. I don't know. I want to say it's a bit more complete in a way, because they're made by slightly bigger studios. So if anything does come up on Game Pass that I want to cover, then I have that as an option as well, which is good. Also gives me something else to do. So again, more content, all good. Also, I am looking into maybe doing more live streams than anything else, but I don't know yet. I haven't really worked on all that as an idea yet, but it strikes me a bit more easier to do things, you know. Stewie Norfolk, welcome to the live stream, bud. Thank you very much for kicking by. I think there's just a little bit more like customization I can do with a live stream, and I think that's sort of starting to hit me. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to mess around, I want to basically just fudge around and do more stuff now. So like, videos are good and all, but I don't know, for some reason I just can't compete with certain people. I can't do certain things. So when it comes to like game party games, I might just do those as live streams, just so it gives me something else to mess around with. Also, more fun. That's a very nice looking post office. Yeah. Best post office on the run, this is. Postman Pat will be proud. This is legacy, man. This is legacy. There's a mirror on that side, so that's okay. I like it. It's postbox red. It's nice. Right, we need to push this out a bit because I need to put the front panels on now. Also, I need to put the roof on, which would really help. While I'm here as well, I suppose we better put the glass in for... Oh, they are. That's a window. Right, is it this window? No. Is it this window? What window are you? Front left. Idiot. I suppose this one already might have window glass. Right, we'll pop that there. Yeah, the other one's got it already. You could dye your beard postbox red for Cherry. No, because my problem with like dyeing beards is like I would have to dye it blonde to start with, and then dye it red. I tried dyeing it a couple of years back. Well, I say a couple. Last time I went to Download Festival, there are photos of me with a slightly tingy green beard because I screwed the dyeing process up. So I'm not dyeing my beard, but I have considered it in the past, but not now. The other thing is, I've always been a bit skeptical. I've always been a bit funky with like dyes and stuff, because I've got psoriasis. I don't know how it would react to me, so I don't really want like a massive red rash to come up all over my face just because I thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to dye my beard once. So yeah, I'm sort of not really looking at that right now, or ever. Psoriasis sucks. It limits you really weirdly on like just doing stuff. and I don't like it. I've never. It's getting slightly better right now because it's during the summer, but it's not great. Yeah, psoriasis sucks. It's a lot better than it used to be though, the medication on and stuff. May is magic flying potato. Nah. Na 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 na. Super potato. Na 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 na. Super potato. Na. There's a cartoon on CBBS or CBBC right now called Super Potato. And I watch it with my kids, so that's why I know it. It's not a bad little cartoon actually. I actually don't mind it. It's better than half the other shockingly bad stuff they watch. There's too much crap on TV for kids. I'm gonna have to put my foot down and say this, but fucking hell, that's all I have to say. There's some really, really bad stuff on. Like Super Potato though, I can deal with. Right, let's get these quarter panels on. And my paint's run out again. We might have enough to paint the rest of the car. I don't know many garages that custom colour their cars with rattle cans. It's just a weird concept to me. Yeah, we need to paint this car a brand new colour. Oh yeah, cool. How are you doing that? With time and effort comes great responsibility. And 300 rattle cans of red. It's alright that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Boys. I love you go. Back again, back at the incredible, subliminal, the infallible D, public enemy number 1. Right, where's me can? Because the Candyman can. Don't forget, if you are liking the live stream or the videos I do on this channel, if you just want to support, hit the like button for all, well, for just supporting. It means a lot. Thank you very much. If you want to do any more, hit the subscribe button for all the other updates and stuff that I do over on the channel. We're live streaming tomorrow, by the way. We are going to be playing Out of War, and I hope I should be finishing my tunnel tomorrow. I think we've only got about 200 foot left, and it should be finished by tomorrow. Should. It's gonna be a breakthrough moment. No pun intended on that as well, to be honest. I'm still enjoying Out of All right now, so I'm all good. I haven't caught Split Stream recently because he had like a hiatus for a couple of days where him and his missus were like taking time, and I get that. It's a lot of stress, and he streams for like 8-9 hours a day, so he does a lot. And I've got to be honest, I'm sort of inspired by him, which is why I'm sort of looking into a little bit more of like the streaming world right now, because you know, I mean, I sort of miss streaming during the days. Like when the kids were really small, I did a couple of streams during the day, and it's a different crowd, it's a different momentum as well. But I find myself a little bit more awake at those points. Like the night streams, I actually don't mind doing them, but when it comes down to how long it takes to do stuff, it's it's a lot of like mental like push that I have to put myself through quite a bit. So yeah, I am looking at like streaming more as a daily thing for like mornings, and then in the afternoons and evenings like videos will be live anyway, as long as I can do it. If I can't, then I just won't do it. Right, strap this on. Oh, it's a screw. I need my screwdriver. I think that's the only place that screws onto. It's all good though. You've got psoriasis, arthritis as well. Arthritis sucks. I know people with arthritis. I mean, Kerry's got osteoarthritis, well, the beginnings of, because when she went through chemo, it just screwed her over. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things. So we're just dealing with it. But it's like, I think at one point, if I get it, then like I'm doomed. Like, I wouldn't be able to do as much as I do now. That's why I want to get out and start doing golf now. I want to keep myself moving. I only need a golf bag. That's all I need now, and I'm waiting for a refund to come through, and then I'll be all right. And the reason why is because I actually bought a golf bag at the beginning of the week. Where it was on the, yeah, it was on the 11th. I bought it, and they did say it's going to do. They've stuck a refund through because they sold the bag I bought on eBay, like pretty much the same time that I bought it. So they issued me a refund. I'm like, yay, cool, and then I got to wait. So I'm still waiting. The refund's gone through. It's come through from PayPal, but I got to wait until it clears into my account because it's that sort of thing. So, and then I've got everything I need just to get to off to a driving range, because I want to get to the driving range for a couple of months first, because I'm shit and I've never really played golf properly before. So I need to learn like my distances. I need to learn like how I'm doing stuff. Like if there's any problems in my swing now, then I can fix it, because I'd be recording myself a little bit, like trying to make sure that I'm doing all right, and then looking back on it and then comparing to like tutorial videos, because there are people that show you how you can swing, how you can correct yourself. So if I can stick that quickly and get rid of those problems, then I'll be all right. Now take methotrexate injections. Wow, I used to take methotrexate pills. The stuff I'm on is called Benapali, which is an injection for psoriasis, the type of psoriasis I have. Because I didn't know that when I first got diagnosed with psoriasis, they go through all that whole like, oh well, it could be this, it could be that. I was like, okay, cool. So we went through it all. The version of psoriasis I had, first off, it was treated with methotrexate to start with, and that was in pill form. And then they put me on an injection, which was fine, and then the supply changed. So the injection I'm on is basically the same as it was, but the stuff I'm on is called Benapali. It's like what, a fifth? I can't even. I don't even know the measurement they put in. I just inject it once a week and I'm all right. But it doesn't. You have to be, even if like being really consistent with the injections, it only helps a little bit. I found most of the things that I found that's actually helped me, and it's I've only seen this over the last sort of, I would say over the last couple of months now, is like my diet's changed, because I'm on that one. So if you want to know what that does, go and read a book, because it's fucking disgusting. Basically, it's going to help me. It helps lose weight, and since I've been on it, I've been looking at what I eat averagely, which isn't great, but it's helped. And it's helped me sort of get things into perspective into my brain of what I can and cannot eat anymore and what I should be. And yeah, I've had to make some sort of I've had to make some changes. The last 2 weeks I've been a bit unstable because we went to my parents' house. I didn't take it for a week, and we had like fatty foods, bits and pieces, and so on and so forth. And I'm trying to get back that control in my brain now. It's like, yeah, I'm not on anything monthly. Mine's, yeah, methotrexate was one of those. That was a fun drug. That is, you have to have a blood test every couple of months to make sure your liver functions are still working. I only have to have a blood test once every 6 months now to go to my consultant, which I've been doing for the last 10 years, and then just say, yep, nothing's changed, I'm still here. But it's what, like, every time I go down there, every 6 months I go down to see my consultant. She asks me the same questions, fill out the same form, and it just doesn't bother me. My psoriasis, where it is now, it bothers me less than it used to. I had the methotrexate pills. That's the other thing. So you have to. It comes down to body type as well, which it's really like psoriasis is a really weird one because it's skin, so anything could affect it. Mine was brought off going through puberty, like 12 years old, when my voice started breaking, and other things started happening. My skin fucked up, and after 4 or 5 years, I had like massive red patches all down my arms and everything. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And it screwed me over. Like I would say that it killed my confidence for, like, I would say most of my life, just because of that one thing. And I don't think people really understand what it does to people until it happens to you. Like for me, I didn't really care until it happened. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, it gets in your head. Hello Hybrid, how's it going? I'm doing good, man. Thank you very much for asking. But yeah, I would say that was probably part of my reason for, like, the issues I've had in my life when it comes to, like, being able to speak out and do stuff. I wasn't able to do that. Like, it was because I didn't care. You know, people took the piss out of me for what I had wrong with me, so I just didn't bother doing anything. Right, I need... Ooh, a mirror. Where's the mirror? Where's the mirror? There's a mirror. Is that the mirror I need? I'm going to assume that's the mirror I need. This is going in. I need to put this in the car. I need to tie it in with this though. Right, so I need my spanner. Yeah, James, I'm doing alright, mate. But yeah, it was like at its worst. I mean, there are photos of me. There are photos of me that are really, like, I look at them now and just go, shit. Like, I had, on my left, on my forearm alone, I had the patch that went straight down the middle there. I had a patch that went down the middle on that side as well. I wouldn't get, like, tattoos where I had psoriasis, because I just couldn't. Like, even the tattoo studios wouldn't touch me because, you know, it's going to bleed, it's going to crack. You just can't get anything done. So it was at that point I was like, okay, I want to get tattooed more. I want to do this, but I need to sort this stuff out. So I went to my doctor, and my doctor said, hey, we'll chuck you into a consultant. We'll do this, that, and the other, and we'll go from there. Over 5 years of being on medication, then it started, like, working. That was about it. The Vampire Wizard, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I am going to get that as a fucking voice box thing on the Stream Deck. I need to buy a bigger Stream Deck, because I got the little 6-button one. I want one with like 15 buttons. And then I'm going to sit and go click, and I'm going to say welcome to the live stream to every single person. Just tuned in a second ago. Currently have psoriasis on my face. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I used to, because I had it. I actually remember when it first started. I had a tiny patch on the back of my head, right there. And then over like a year and a half, it just spread over my whole head. and then you could see it in like my hairline, or what was left of my hairline. And then it just came up on different parts of my... I wouldn't wear shorts for 10 years because my legs were that bad. I used to take a pair of scissors to my legs and just take the top layer off and then put cream on, which probably wasn't the best way to do things, but that was just how I did it. But I mean, over the years of like the medication I'm on and stuff, it has helped. And I mean, people, like, I'd get people to just go, well, if you changed the diet, it would change this. It's like, it wasn't my diet. It was literally just me. Last year was terrible for me. Got coronavirus, then sepsis, 2 suspected blood clots, completely messed up everything. Couldn't even walk. Oh, shit, man. My sympathies go out to you, sir. That sucks. I hope you're doing better now, though, because, well, you know, I hope you're here. Let's put it that way. This actually came out all right. For some reason, Nivea. Yeah, no, there are certain things that work and then certain things that don't. Like, for me, it's... I don't do a lot of moisturising. So my psoriasis doesn't ever really change. It just gets better or worse every now and then. I don't really have, like, a routine. And then I used to use a hot oil treatment in my head. Well, actually, I used to get my mum to help. Because when I lived at home... so I used a hot oil to put it all in, and then it would literally just take all of the skin out and then just leave my hair. I was fine for a couple of days and it would all just come back. Not great stuff. Right, where are we up to? I need to... What's the colour I've got on this? FF00000. Nice one, brother. We are done. Overall condition 3 stars. Really? I suppose I did use some older panels, so that might just be where that is. 18 grand though, that's not bad for a $2,000 car. Because this car cost me 2 grand. Admittedly, we had to rebuild the whole fucking car. The whole car we built. Oh, yes. There you go. For some reason, Nivea always did the NHS has been much help. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's depending on like who you go and see the NHS. For me, I'm stuck now in like consultancy world. So they just ask me the same questions like, is this working for you? Yes. Is this okay for you? Yes. Alright, cool. See you in 6 months. That's what I get from the NHS now. But, I mean, they're the guys that set me up with the injection. So, yeah, I'm on that. Right, I think we're done with this. That came out really nice. I like the red, though. I really... Actually, you know what? I don't know what it is. I just want to try something different with the colours, but I don't want to try it on this one because I want to sell this and make money. $19,537 sold to the funny man in the hat. Right. 50 grand to upgrade, $9,000. I have 9 grand left. I would probably have to build a junk car just to keep that one going. It's not a bad idea, actually. We haven't done junk car before. Like, where you have to just buy everything from the junkyard. I did say that I was going to let you guys decide what car I build, though. Right, 10:36 in the morning. Right, let's go to the junkyard, and you guys are going to be choosing the next car. It's going to be fun. If the BMW is in it, though, I will just buy one. Because I installed the mod for the BMW. but it doesn't seem to keep coming up, so I don't know if I've installed it right. I'll have to have a look. But it is a mod car, so I think it could just come up whenever. Gareth Daniels, thank you very much for kicking by. How you doing? Ah, boom to you, sir. Now we have to wait because we're loading 14 cars in. And all the bits and everything else. Oh. I'm not sure what I'm doing next week. I know I've got to get a video ready for Monday, but then when it comes to like streaming and stuff, I don't really know what I'm doing. And here we go. When it loads. Let's go. Let's have a look. How you doing, bud? Do you take folic acid? I had to take folic acid when I was on methotrexate. I had to take folic acid around every I think it was every month I had to have a blood test, or every couple of months I had to have a blood test, and then every 6 months I had to have a consultancy appointment, because with methotrexate and having folic acid as well, they had to just make sure that all my levels were fine all the time, and this, that and the other, and yeah, it was a pain in the arse after a while. That's a Wolf. I don't want a Wolf, I want a BMW. That's a Wolf as well. I swear I put the BMW mod in. At the moment, I'm just seeing bloody Mercedes everywhere. I'm going to have to check the mods, aren't I? Yeah, the BMW E30, no description provided. It is enabled. I just don't get it. It's very strange. I thought I'd pick one up in here somewhere. Well, alright, so we got a choice. Got a choice. We can either do one of these, which is a dart. No, it's a Chad. I don't think I've done a Chad before. We can do a wolf, because there's like 3 wolves in here. A Chad. A div. Or a lad. Because the div's in here as well. We can do another pickup truck. Wow. Or we can do a bike. We haven't done a bike for a while. Is that another Chad? Stack them on top of each other. It's really hard. You can't do that, really. See, I would just take the cheapest car and strip it down and then do another one. That's just me, though. So that one's 7 grand. That's a Bart. This Wolf is 7. 2 grand for the Jesse. And there's still part of an engine in it, but we'd have to redo the walls. It hasn't got a headliner in it, but it's in better condition than the last one we did. Last one we did was rot. This is actually really solid. Like, all the struts are in good condition as well. Apart from this wall here, everything else is alright. I got ripped off on the last one, didn't I? The other one was like, hey, this is going to cost you £1.5 grand. Okay, cool. What's wrong with it? Everything. Right? Cool. That one. Colour, like, overall conditions, knackered. But that's what I like about restoring cars. There's not a lot left of this one, is there? What are you? A lad. 2,800 for that. And it's got a good floor. Suspension's in good condition. That side needs redoing. We need to redo the cross member because the cross member's rot. So that's broken. Engine's in half good condition. No suspension in the front. Everything will need to be like redone. Well, it has got suspension. This isn't a bad car, this one. It's a lot of stripping down though. I mean, most of these cars are going to need stripping down. So what we're doing then, guys, you guys get to choose. Do you want to do a Jesse, a Bart, a Wolf, or anything else that's in the pile? Answer on the postcard. If not, we can go and find something. I mean, it means we have to drive out to the pizza place. Do a Bart. Yeah. Okay, 7,000. What's that? 7,400, 7,300 for that one. That's a Chad. We're not doing a Chad. How much is this one? 6. It's the V8 model as well. It's not a bad one. We are going to have to destroy the floor though, because that's fucked. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best word for it. I'd prefer to have a solid body more than like a solid engine, because an engine can be built happily. But I think this one's got a more solid body. Saying that, there's a big flipping hole in the back of it. It doesn't matter. They're all broken. They're all really broken. I'm gonna have to cut the floor out, cut the firewall out, cut the back out. It's only got 3. I think it's only got 3. No, it's got no wheels. It's a boat. How is this more expensive then? Like this one is 7,300. Okay, it's a little rusty. It was 7,300. The other one's 6 grand, and it's got half an engine and a wheel. With this Ferrero Rocher, they are really spoiling us. You know. How? Okay, this one's got 125,000 kilometers on the mileage. What's the other one got? $67,000. That'd be well. 678,000 miles. The other one's got 1 million on it. Right. Do the shit Suzuki. We got that one. We could do that. That's a bobber. Or this is a yeah. Well, no, I know that, but why is this one more expensive than the other one, even though the other one's still got part of an engine in it, and this one's not as complete? That's what I'm getting at. This one's more. This one's worth more. The shitty SUV thing. That's a NIV, or as I call them, divs. Just because they're crap. Has got an engine, but it's not in very good condition. I like this though, and it's got no wheels, so we're gonna have to crane it out a little bit. Well, pump it up. Gotta pump it up. I think we'll take this. Sold to the silly man in the hat. Oh, and it just left the brake line here as well. Fantastic. I'll do a bike build another day, for sure. Must have been a Lada Niva. Yeah, that's what they are. We're taking this. We need to do... Yeah, we need to do some work. First off, I need to push it to the garage, or get as close as I can. I'm well strong. I'm pushing a car with no wheels. So this costs $7,000. It's a boat. No one's ever late. You always arrive specifically at a certain time. It is fine, don't worry. Dom's black Charger. We can model it on that. It's not difficult. We're gonna have to put a blower in this one. What I like about the junk cars though is that most of them don't have like bent chassis. I mean, worst comes to worst is you end up ripping the chassis out and you just rebuild it, but they're not normally like bent and buckled. They're all straight. It's just they're all knackered. Like Gandalf. Yeah, exactly. I'm never late. Burn it and claim insurance. I agree. Just open the door. It's like there's holes. There's lots of holes. All right, cool. Let's start. This has to make me a load of money though. This car has to have like cash. Has to be cash. Has to be. Thankfully, hood good condition. No major scratches. Not bent out of shape, and it sits flat, which means it's straight. Same with the boot, even though some twat painted it green. Stupid. Stupid. Right. Next, we need to take off everything. At least we've got all the bodywork. I'm taking a positive from this. What time do you think tomorrow's stream will be? It will start anywhere between 6 and 7 o'clock at night on UK time. Mainly because that's my normal time. And it also depends on my kids as well, because if they don't go to bed too early, then they are up and then they're a pain in the arse, and you'll just hear me shouting at them. So, yeah. It all comes down to them. So between 6 and 7 is like, try to get them to bed between that time at the weekends. And people ask me like, oh, why do you send your kids to bed so early? It's like, because they're up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, surely if you kept them up for longer, they'd get up later. No, that's not how my children work, unfortunately. So yeah, they've got very set bedtimes, which is all right. I can't remember how to take this out. I think I need the pry bar. Nope. I think it might be welded in then. So you're an hour ahead. Well, if you're not in the UK, yes. And you're in Europe. Right now it's 10:15 on Friday night. I don't know what it is for everyone else around the world. but tomorrow is out of ore, so I might be. What I'm gonna try and do tomorrow is I want to break through the break through the cave area, and then like take a week or two off of out of ore, and then come back to it a bit later. Mainly because we've put in. I think I've done like 9-10 hours into like digging that tunnel out so far, and I'm getting tired from it. So I would say like the best thing I can do is to literally just take a week out of it soon. Another reason why I want to play like Game Pass, you know, it gives me like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to screw it. I'll install this because I can. That's all. It just gives a little bit more freedom to things I can choose. Right. That looks a bit knackered, doesn't it? And this is sort of why I like this game. It never really ends. And you're always looking into, what do I build next? Me personally, I like it. It's actually why I prefer playing this over CMS in a way, because Car Mechanic Simulator is very important, sort of, oh well, you fix this, do that, and then there's nothing really else to do. With this, I don't know, for some reason it just feels like there's more to do. Ew, automatic pedals. That's disgusting. Don't like automatic. Sorry to all those like people out there who do, but the more nuts and bolts here, everything. Yeah. If you're lazy, shift. It's why I sort of like. I know it sounds weird, but it's like part of the other reason why I like being from the UK. Like most cars in the UK are manual, so it throws people off occasionally. I think that's in good nick. So that was Rust the Bomb. No, it's not. Steering column looks alright, we'll keep that. Right, let's get the dash out. This might still be okay. I mean, it looks alright. I drove an automatic once and didn't know what to do with my other foot. Yeah, because it's like in the UK, it's natural for us to sit there and go, oh, okay, la-di-da-di-da, and we're alright. But like for people who know how to drive manual, then it throws you off when you have to drive not manual, you know? And you're like, what do I do? What do I do with my other foot? What do I do with this? How do I do? And you start questioning how you drive. Excuse me. Apart from that, yeah, I prefer manual driving. It gives me something to think about all the time. It's part of the reason why I actually like it, is because you don't just give up. You're like, okay, I need to focus on this. Cheers, mate. I watched this short on YouTube, and this guy said he went to several different countries around Europe, and there's not many other countries that say bless you when you sneeze. They just let you get on with it. I'm like, that's pretty interesting actually, because even though I'm not a religious person, even though if someone sneezes, I will say bless you. It's weird though, isn't it, that there's not many countries around that actually do that. Right, apart from the back end, I think that's welded in. There's no joins. That's knackered. That's alright. There's not much on this car that's left when it comes to parts, but bodywork looks okay. We paid $7,000 for a shell, basically. Get out of the car. There we go. Drive shaft's knackered. Nigeria would, because they're quite. I think they like Nigerians are quite a, like Christian faithed country. Don't quote me on that, but I think they are. Right, I need to get under the car a little bit, but I need this. Well, it got foggy. There's an easier way. Do you like old school cars or modern? Right. So I like the old look, because I feel that back in the days of like the 50s and 60s, car companies were experimenting with more of a style. They cared about what things looked like. And that's what I like about it. It just looks nicer. When it comes to tech, I prefer a modern car because of, obviously, it's more greener for me. It's more greener for the environment. They're a lot more economically like good as well. Like in the UK, like fuel prices and stuff really dictate of what car most people buy. To put it into perspective, my little 1.5 MG3, because that's the car I drive, that will do me 340 miles to a tank of fuel. A tank of fuel for that car is about 50-60 quid at current prices. So that's quite good. Like fuel prices wise, that's quite good. There are cars in the UK that do horrific amounts of like crap, and they're not very good. So you have to really pick and choose about what you like. Me, I prefer the old look, but I prefer a modern engine. And I'd even go as far as, if I had the cash, I would get one of these electric remodels, like where they take an old car and they just they overhaul it to having like electric standard. And the reason why I would do that is because, number one, it's a car that I really like, and number two, I can still drive it. Because I think France, they're jumping ahead of this whole like green curve at the moment. France right now are just about to ban any car in Paris that was made after 2024, I think it is. So they're going well hard on it, you know. What about a Vauxhall Chevrolet? Is that just a Chevy? The old box looking thing. Give me a sec. No. No, I used to drive a Cavalier and Astras and things like that. Oh, it's a Vauxhall Chevette. It's a British car. No, I'm okay. It's not what I would buy. Me, if I was going to choose like an old school car to drive, if I had like the money and the choice, I'd probably go for like a Ford Escort or Ford, you know, that sort of thing. Like the old Mexicos I like, the old Cosworths I like those cars. In South Africa we call them Opel. Yeah, well, a lot of companies, America calls them Opel as well. Even in Germany, some of the badges are Opel. They're not Vauxhall. So yeah, it's depending where you're looking. In Hindustan, a Hindustan ambassador. Oh, am I going to have to start looking like every car? Looks like an old Morris Minor. They look alright. My problem with like old cars like that, no, I'm more of like, I would say, American muscle look. I'm African, I can confirm. Well, I hope you can confirm you're African. Sounds a bit silly if like if you said I'm African but I'm not 100% sure. Right, pretty much most of this car is going in the bin. Alright, let's just keep cutting. It was a Morris Oxford, got exported to India or Pakistan and used to... Yeah, that's what... It is like the Morris Minor fills came out of that one. Is this going to pop? I'm going to have to go shopping soon and get another load of discs. I like the look of the British cabs. Oh, the black ones. Yeah, they're alright actually. Spacious they are. People use them because they're built to... I mean, I've got to be honest, the British cabs, they are built to last. Like, there are British cabs on the road that have done like 600,000-700,000 miles. They're just workhorses. Not sure about this panel. It looks a bit dumb fuckery. These look alright. I think a lot of the body panels are fine. What's the one that Sadiq Khan trying to ban? Sadiq Khan is trying to ban, not so much as ban, but he's putting up these ULEZ cameras for any car that's made before 2017, I think it is. I can't actually remember the rule. ULEZ restrictions. Yeah, it's emission based, but it's like it's any car made after like before a certain year is like that's the ones you have to really pay for. If it's made after a certain year, then it's fine because all the emission stuff was sorted out in like later cars. Your vehicle, there you go. Do. ULEZ, what year is affected? I don't think it. Yeah, because everyone pays congestion charge. That's why I don't go to London. Basically, it's got to a point like your car has to be like, I think it's like Cat 5 or Cat 6 when it comes to like the CO2 knockout. And if your car doesn't meet that requirement, then you have to pay £12.50 a day to drive your car in London. That's the problem. And that's a lot of people though are like, oh well, this is going to cost us loads of money, blah blah blah. It's like I think it's something stupid like 5% of people in London have got a car that isn't ULEZ compliant. So a lot of people, it is compliant. You're fine. You don't have to pay the extra £12.50. I mean, you still have to pay congestion charge, but you have to pay the £12.50. And I sat there and just went, if I lived in London and that's where I was and stuff, I probably wouldn't own a car. And it does get down to a point that's like, why would you drive a car in London? And that's how I would see it, because it gets to a point where you're driving so much, but you're not really going very far. London's quite busy. And I've driven London a couple of times, and I fucking hate it. And I've only driven Euro 4 and Euro 6, there you go. So for me, it's like, I don't see the point. If I'm going to London, I would rather just take the train. Even though the train is bloody expensive, I just don't want to deal with the crap that comes with driving a car in London. You take older car to. Oh yeah, there was when the day that the ULEZ thing came in, someone drove a tank through the centre of London, and the reason why it wouldn't get charged is because of how old the car is. Well, it's not a car; it's a tank. So there are ways around it. Drive a classic car. If you drive a classic car, you won't get knackered for it, because you're allowed to drive that car wherever you like, for some reason. Well, that's the problem that they have. But then it's like, I might as well just go out and buy a classic car and then just like drive like a moron. So yeah, this is why I'm not going back to London anyway. I don't really want to drive in London. I'm not a big fan of London. London's too busy for me. I've lived all my life in like rural areas. I don't like really busy areas at all. You should probably go shopping. I'll do that at some point. Oh, you're talking about it. Okay. We might get away with keeping this. I mean, the headliner's knackered, but... Right, pop that down on the floor. We need a screwdriver.
Because I've got a blue bag, we actually don't have to take any different charges on the
I don't like it. I'm not driving in London anyway. I ain't going near it. Those parts you're cutting off, must you weld back in the same spot? Yeah, so you buy new. You can either buy new stuff or you can just go old, but that's up to you. And that's what I like about this game. You can play as how you like. No one really cares. That's why I built a car with not a lot on it. So I use it for a pizza car. That's literally my car for like delivering pizza, or just getting over to the other side of the map. It's got one seat, one steering wheel. There's not anything else really on this car apart from the engine. You can put it back however you like. You could build half a car, or you could build a go-kart out of what you got. Right. But because this car is tat, unfortunately, I've got to take it apart partially, not all the way. So in order to replace certain parts of this, it all has to fit back together. You have to have at least two parts of the car welded together so you can build the rest of the car on it. Because when I first played this game, I sat here and went, oh, that's cool, I can buy all the parts for the car. And I went to buy all the frame parts and I couldn't stick them back together because the way the game's designed, you have to have at least two parts welded. So you've got a base. That's literally how this game works. I'm like, okay, cool. So I will sit here and I will do this. I don't even know what this is attached to anymore. It'll be that bit then. Not a problem. Right, I think next then, because this support's broken, we're going to have to take the floor out first, and then take the support out, and then put the support back in before we take the rest of the car apart. So we're going to have to do this like a little bit weirdly. I think I'm going to need more things. Mega Gamer Nice car. Yeah, it's all looking alright really. It's a new model. It's an air model. So basically, it's a bit like Wonder Woman's like invisible airplane, but it's more airy. Yeah. And we're looking forward to date night next week. Because we haven't been on one. Like ever. Like when we had kids, the one downside to having kids for us was we got no one to really help. You know, like my parents live in Wales. So they live miles and miles and miles away. And then Kerry's parents live like the other side of the county. And they don't drive. They're retired as well. So they don't really get out and do much. So we haven't really been out for like 7 years. So it's like, yeah, we need a rest. So we're actually going to have one. It's going to be nice. We're going to go out for a meal and not get whinged at for 20 minutes. Just check the price. It's cheaper than Car Mechanic Simulator and more detailed. Yeah, the only limitation to this game is like the amount of cars there are. Like there's only like 8 different types. I mean the mod support's really good for this as well, but it just takes a lot longer to do anything in this game than it does in CMS, because obviously you're taking apart whole cars. You're not just taking apart like little bits and pieces here. You're taking apart everything. And I would say that's the good part about this game and the bad part at the same time, because you want a game that's more interactive, but at the same time, have you got the time to play this? And that's sort of where I'm at in this. It's like, okay, well, time is a big thing. Like, if you're going to play this game, then time is a thing you really do have to like put into consideration. Nice in your car virtual garage, and I'm on top. Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I like this game because of just like, I like it because of the detail. And I get why people don't play this, because it does take a long time to do stuff. But for like someone like myself, I have the ability to do like this on long form because I'm a YouTuber and that's pretty much what I do. So I'm going to spend a bit more time doing stuff than just jobbing around, if that makes sense. I mean, if I was doing this working a 9 till 5 as well, I probably wouldn't play this game because I wouldn't have the time to play this game. I think that is part of the problem. You just wouldn't have time. Right. So that sets free all of this. And there I need to change this, because that's knackered. So we need a new one of those and a new one of those. Welcome back. So I will buy both sets of floor and a frame rail L, because I need one of those. So I'm going to knock all that bit together now, because I mean, that's if I fix this bit, then we can do the front end. So we need two lots of floor and the thing. So we're doing a dart. A Bart, sorry, not a dart, a Bart. Steam was better games. Steam have better games and more simulation games than PlayStation. Yeah, a lot of sim games are made by indie developers though. So what you have to take into consideration is Sony have a few games that get pushed over due to popularity. When it comes to Steam, most companies that forward onto Steam are quite indie. So most people look at like sim games and just go, well, I reckon I can build one. Assets are quite easy to come by and you end up building a game and so on, but then you might get typecast and be like, well, you built this game, now build the next 20. This is where Playways actually have a reputation for just doing sim games. Playways, if you get them as a publisher, then they will support you. They're good, but they do release like hundreds of games a year. As you know, they've got like 60 companies developing games for them, and they just put out any old tosh. So you just have to put up with it. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So I'm now very cautious about what I buy, and if there's a way of me doing it cheaper. Now, right, we need to put a floor in because that would help. Floor and probably need a floor for the trunk as well. Right, where's me welder? That one's in good condition. Astragon does that too. Yeah. When you're heading back to the factory to work on your car manufacturing business, because that was an awesome video. I don't really know. If I'm going to be brutally honest, I mean, some games I did videos because like I've seen them done in the past. The problem with, I would say my main issue with doing a game like that is it takes me hours to do something. And I mean, getting a video done is okay and all, but it's like just trying to like fit in the time to actually cover everything and do it all at the same time. To put this into perspective, if you watch the videos I've done over the last few days, so the golf video, and when I've done things like this, I spend like an hour or so in the game. I record a bit of the footage, I come up with random crap in my head for like lines and stuff, and then I carry on. But it's just doing that constantly is quite draining in a way. So it's one of those things. It's really weird, and it's really hard to like just keep going. So doing the factory game, you have to build the whole thing again. You have to mess around with this again. You have to do that again. And because I failed that level, I'd have to start the game again. I'd have to do this again. And it's like, oh my god, really? Yes, really, that's what you have to do. So that's my main issue with it. It's, can I actually do that? And the short answer is maybe. You know, that's just unfortunately how it is. I might be able to get around to doing it again, but it's just time, which is why I like playing like easier games just to make videos for. Am I missing a bar here? I feel like I'm missing something. I need a floor first. I already got a floor, didn't I? That's not what I was looking for. I need a floor. I'm sure there was like a floor B. Floor R, that's the one. Wasn't a B, it was an R. I have to jack it up. Come on, click. There we go. Hell yeah. That's where we're at. What are your plans with this car? Build it, sell it. That's what I'm doing to every car. I'm building them and selling them because I want to upgrade the garage. I need 50 grand for the garage, and I can't do that with this car because I just don't have the money. Like if I upgrade the garage now, I've got like $1,400 to build this car with, which isn't easy. So I need to sell this car in order to make enough money to build the car and to do my garage. So yeah, that's the whole plan. I'm just building it. But again, this is why I like this game. It's just a constant cycle of building cars. So if you like garage games and you like building cars, this is one of those games that you should really play. Is that in-game music or my music? It is stream beats. I don't use in-game music for anything. Just in case you get copyrighted. Oh, I also don't think this game has music. But I always use stream beats. But I mean, there are other people out there who do music for streamers and bits and pieces. I just prefer stream beats because I know where it comes from, I know the history of it, and I know who runs it. That's why I do it. Right, I think we only have to take the firewall off. I might have to take this off. That looks a bit bent. That does look a bit knackered. Right. Yeah, it's gonna be horrible tomorrow. After the amount of medication I've been on over the last like 24 hours, well, not even 24 hours, I would say tomorrow I'm gonna be a little bit munchy. We'll deal with bodywork another day. There's enough of it. So far though, it's looking alright. Right, next stop, take the firewall, and we're good. I think the other thing about playing games like this is I'm not very like car literate when it comes to real life. You know, I'm a little bit of a dunce. But you learn quite a lot from playing games like this as well. Like, I may not be a mechanic by like any standard, but I understand it a little bit more. You know, I could probably sit there and point out certain things in cars. Not like if you just go, oh, I think it might just be this, and you're not really sure what's going on. It's good to have a bit more of an idea. Yeah, it's better to play trusted music. I completely agree. Which is why I play the stuff I do. Right, we need a firewall. Need to put those in as well. Firewall. $322. Let's just hope this is worth it. I mean, it should be. Games like this, yeah, they do. I would agree. And it's just one of those games, isn't it? It's like, I get it, it's a little bit niche and not a lot of people really do play it, but it's a bit like any game that you buy that's an indie game. Indie games are always quite hit and miss. You have to be very sort of I don't know, you have to have a lot of popularity to make an indie game look good, especially like view wise. And I feel that indie games tend to just do things that not a lot of other people do. So playing a game like this, there's not a lot of other people doing it. Oh man, I looked at Wrench, that scared the shite out of me. I saw that game and I just went, there's no way I could survive playing this Wrench. Wrench just looks like next level, oh my god. Like, I think if I did get it at any point, I'd probably scare myself with the game. Because it's a lot of stuff to get through. I mean, it's basically a complete car at that point. Graphics are not always key. I know I've played a lot of games in my past with like this is why I like Carriersoft games. I know it sounds weird, but I really do have a soft spot for Carriersoft because of just how they make their games. I love the 8 and 16-bit games. I think it's just because it reminds me of my childhood. But yeah, I mean, for I don't know, 10 years of my life, all I had was 8-bit and 16-bit, so it didn't really bother me. But I like them just because they're different. I get people play proper AAA titles and this, that and the other, but playing something like a Carriersoft game is just completely different from like everybody else. And there's not many people out there really playing games that I play, which I find quite nice. At the end of the day, if you want to watch some weirdo like strange game, there are people like me who will play slightly different games. We're not all stuck in that same AAA little wrench that everybody else uses. It's why I like watching people like Dre and Blitz, because they're always playing indie games. I don't really watch a lot of AAA people because it's just not worth it. And I don't play a lot of AAA titles anymore. I'm sick and tired of the politics behind games. I'm sick and tired of the overpricing of games. I'm basically just sick and tired of it all. I really just don't care. And people will have a go at me. They will constantly just fight, and they'll be like, well, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. It's like, I just don't give a damn. And if you don't like the way I do things, don't watch. It's pretty much that simple now. And I just don't really care. So if the AAA title, if there's AAA titles out there that I will play, so be it. I'll chuck it in, I'll give it a go. But I'm not really swayed by it anymore. I'm just doesn't really do it for me. I would say that a AAA, a indie title now, there's a lot more indie devs out there who are a lot more competent and a lot more sort of, they know what they want to build, and they're not constrained by how much their shareholders want out of their next title. And I'd say shareholders are a massive problem in the gaming world. I'd say that's the reason why most of the gaming world diluted in the first place. Just because of politics. We need more money, you got to charge more. Did you die the Starfield stuff? I have never played Starfield. I'm not even worried about Starfield. I've commented on it. I would say I've just watched bits of people blowing up on it and having a go at it and everything else, and I've tried to see it from different people's perspectives, but my idea on how things shouldn't be dictated by a geopolitical view. If you're playing a video game, play a video game, but it shouldn't have anything to do with politics or ideologies or anything. It should just be a video game. This is the reason why the writers' strikes are pissing me off. Writer strikes are annoying the crap out of me because those people are so politically charged that they're like they want this, that, and the other, and it's like, not being horrible, mate, but you were offered $100,000 a year to work for 9 weeks in a year. If you haven't followed how much the writer strike, the reason why they're on strike in the first place, it comes down to working conditions. Yes, it comes down to money. Yes. But one of the offers they had on the table was they were going to get paid $11,000 a week to work 9 weeks guaranteed a year. They would earn $100,000 in 9 weeks so that they would be happy. And if you're not happy with that, you go and work more. 9 weeks, I'd be set. I'd literally do 1 TV show a fucking year and then just go and live in a swimming pool. You know? And they're calling that starvation wages. These people are just... And a lot of what they're doing when it comes to writing a script or writing a show is they're throwing their own political nonsense into it, and then it's just getting worse and worse. And that's why I don't watch a lot of modern shows anymore, because I just can't be bothered to follow who's got this opinion, who's got that opinion, who does this and who does that, and who cares if your left toe's bigger than your right toe. It comes down to a thing. It has to have a thing in it. It's like, no, just write a good show. Like Friends, I know this is going to sound really weird, but Friends was the pinnacle of American comedy before the world started dipping. Sometimes it's cheaper to watching YouTube. Exactly. Like if I wanted to watch Starfield, I'll watch somebody play it. I don't really give a damn about buying the game. I mean, the only reason why I would buy the game is if it's on Game Pass, which it is, and I'm getting into Game Pass at the end of this month, just so it gives me something else to do. Right, I think I'm done with all the panels. Oh no, I need a boot. Trunk floor. Trunk floor. But I'm old now, you know. My views are from a millennial point of view, not from anyone else. Only Fools and Horses are the best. Del Boy and Rodney. I like Only Fools and Horses. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's in the top 10 of British comedies of all time. Fawlty Towers I really like. That sort of thing. But, you know, I mean, Only Fools and Horses was like 70s and 80s. You can't be that old. Alright, hazard a guess. I like this game. If you don't know me and you haven't been on my stream for as long, hazard a guess of how old I am, and then we'll see where we are. I won't ban you if you get it wrong, so don't worry about it. I'm waiting for Nat to have a guess. But I do like this game. I mean, I think it comes down to, like, I've had confidence before. Gareth says mid-30s. Nat Hill says 38. I turned 40 this week. I'm old, right? So yeah, I'm 40. And the worst part is like my brain is wired by Gen X. So my dad and my mum, they're 60s kids. So my parents were quite young when they had me. And I remember I was brought up in the early 80s, which is like everyone around me is Gen X. Everyone. There's no millennials. Everyone's too young, that sort of thing. And it's like I was brought up on Gen X. I was brought up on that mentality. So when I see all the stuff that's happening now, I'm like, I relate to a lot. I relate to anybody who's like above 40 years old, because that is the 70s and the 60s. So it's like, I when it comes to all like the political stuff that's happening now, I basically just get to a point where I just don't give a fuck about anything that anyone says, because what they're doing is they're trying to charge themselves into everything they do instead of like actually doing stuff properly. And the reason why everyone goes on strike and they're whinging about like how much they're getting and they're not getting paid, and when it comes to writing stuff, is because they're all entitled. They think that they need more money for doing what they do, but what they do is a bad job. And this is why, I know it sounds horrible, but that's why things like The Witcher is going to get cancelled. Liam Hemsworth isn't good enough to keep it going. The political push that they put into The Witcher will kill that franchise, and already has killed that franchise. Same with all the Marvel stuff. It all started to go down that route and that's why all the TV shows have plummeted. That's why Ashoka isn't doing so well, and it's all getting everything they're being put into all these shows has to be either politically charged or gender charged. There's only 2 guys in the whole of the cast for Ashoka right now, like main characters. Hayden Christensen was in it for the episode that's just happened, and who's the guy with the beard who's like a grey Jedi, or he is a Sith. I can't remember his name. It's not Ray Winston, is it? No, it's not. But it's like every other cast member is a female, and they're all trying to be boss girls, and it is killing the industry. People don't want to keep watching it. The only one that really succeeded was Barbie, and that is because Barbie was put out to be a very feminist film, and it's very feminist pushed. But a lot of people are now getting bored with like Boss Girl, and it's getting annoying. This is why I don't watch anything anymore. I know what's going to happen even before I turn it on. Right, is there anything else I need to do? Transmission spot I've done, torsion spot I've done, floors done, rails done, everything's done. Excellent. Wasn't it Dale Winton? No, Dale Winton was the gay guy from Supermarket Sweep in the 90s. And unfortunately, he's been dead for a while. So it wasn't him. Right. I think we need to build an engine. You know what, actually? What I could do is I could go and I need to go and steal a V8 out of the thing. Let's go to the mall today. Don't need that. Let's go to the junkyard. If we go to the junkyard and see if we can find half a V8. I barely watch anything anymore. Better off making content. Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube now. Like, I would say that my TV is YouTube. I watch Netflix when I want to watch something that I enjoy. I'll watch Amazon Prime stuff every now and then, and I've got Discovery Plus if I want to watch like Gold Rush or a series that involves mining. That's basically. I don't really watch a lot of anything anymore. I unfortunately fell out of love with like a lot of cinema and a lot of TV stuff when it hit to like 2010. 2010 was a real turning point. Let's put it that way. Even before then, when I just moved into my own place, I never really watched anything because I was working all the time. I didn't have time to stop. Most of the things are reboots or remakes. Yeah, no, they are. So Nat Hill is 15. You're one of the youngest people I've had in this stream. The youngest person I had on the stream was 13. And he was... I think he's in my Discord. Can't remember. Like, I have real trouble with names. I can't remember his name, but he was definitely one of them. Anyways, well, let's go and see if we can find like most of a V8 engine. If we can, then we'll take it. When Blockbuster Video shut down. Sort of, yeah. I mean, Blockbuster in the UK... Wow, that's a big... Okay, that's part of it. There's a lot of pink in here. That's okay. No, I don't want an eye. It's a straight. It's a straight. Hello, hello, hello. What do we have here? That's empty. That's the F. I think this is the F100 and that's the F350. I mean that's a good. I would say that's a base at least. What's in the Wolf? Nothing. Alright, cool. What's in the Wolf? Nothing. So Wolves don't have engines apparently. That one does. Ooh. What are you? It's a 3-litre diesel. Okay. This is the V6. Well, it's the V8 5.6. So that's not bad. Comes with a base of what I need. So does that. I mean, that's got more on it. We could take it. Now, I'm going to strip it down anyway. It doesn't matter. But I just need an engine to put on a stand so I know what I'm buying. If that makes sense. Right, let's go. Nothing beat Blockbusters on a Friday night. See, for me, Blockbusters wasn't a thing really because I lived in the middle of nowhere. Well, I lived in... Like, I'm from rural areas. So me being in a rural area, we didn't have a Blockbuster. We had our own local video shop. And that we didn't have Blockbuster. Blockbuster was like if we were posh and we went around to my uncle's house because my uncle lived in a town where they had a Blockbuster. I'm taking the transmission off this as well because that's in half decent condition. Can I flip this car, please? Oh, let's do it. Yeah, boy, right. The doctor is about to operate. Right. Oh no, I'm stuck in the car. Right, I need to detach the drive shaft. At the top road where I moved, there was a happy shopper renting tapes. Yeah, we had one of those as well. We had what in the UK we had what was called a Circle C, and it was literally the same thing. It was a convenience store that used to do videos. Our library was doing video rental as well at one point, which was class. My nan used to work in the library, so we used to get we used to go in it was me and my brother used to go in there every Wednesday and like rent out another video. But they were cheaper. They were like £1.50 like a couple of days. Back in the day when you could rent a video for £1.50, it was awesome. Nowadays it's like buy a video for 30 quid. Right, so the engine's out. I think the engine's out. Let's tip it back over. Right, what's holding this back in? I think it's the lines. What's holding this in? No one would ever rewind tapes. Yeah, that was always annoying. We were posh. We used to have a video recorder that had auto rewind. We were posh people. What the hell is keeping this engine in? There's nothing in it. Did you have a long player video turned a 3-hour tape into a 6-hour one? Yeah. And then my dad we had 2 video recorders set up on one TV. So we could like pirate videos. I made a couple of quid off that in school. Like copies of The Matrix went for a few quid a time. Long playing as yeah. Why can I not take this engine out of the car? This is so annoying because that should just pop out. Where's the fuel line in this? Ah, yeah, good one, nice one. There we go. Thank you. I didn't see it. I'm buying it. I needed the engine, right? Take the transmission as well. Don't think I need anything else out of that. Not really. We're not building that car anyway, so it's fine. But I need the engine as like a placeholder, so it work in my brain. I'm like, okay, I need this, 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 and this. Right, that's the only reason why I bought it. Right, back to the garage. That's all I needed it for. It just means I have one. There we go. Cool. Right, excellent. I think that's all the body panels in that would go in before you put anything else in. Like everything else is there. Oh yeah, I didn't need to buy another one. Damn. Need to put this back in, obviously. There we go. Anyway, yeah, Tech Gaming. Thank you very much for kicking by in the stream. You helped. It's all good. Thank you. Alright, next we need to put in whatever this is. Inner panel 1. This is inner panel right, rear right. Oh, it's because it's got... I've already put something on this as well. So I've done that. We're done. Right. Everything else just needs to go on. But I need to put the wheels on first. So we need to do all the front axle ball cruddiest first. I think we might get the front axle on today, but maybe not the rest of it. Right, so we need brake lines, front pads. I'll get the main brake line, the brake cylinder. 2 front discs, yeah. 2 front discs, front left caliper, front right caliper. I'll get the handbrake because I can attach that in. I'll take the handbrake cables and I'll take pedals. Fantastic. Alright, let's just lay this out so I know where everything is. This. Just need to pop all this together. Excellent. So they're all good. We need pedals, obviously. And I'm going to go and screw this in. Where's my spanner? I've got 2 spanners. Oh, there's the other. Madonna, I really am. Right, let's pop this in. Cool. What's that? And pedals. Plus side to the pedals going in like now is that when I go to put the dashboard on, it's not going to be in the way. Same with the steering column. So chuck this in now. Alright, boot it out of the car and smash it around the floor a bit and we should be fine. Gives it a little bit, you know, patina. There we go. All good. Next then is suspension. So I need a new cross member because ours is broken. We're going to need a new drive shaft. We're going to need front left and front right hubs. We're going to need 2 hubs as well. The front left and front right arms. Do that later. 2 of those I definitely need. Steering arm, steering box, got steering link. We need 2 strut rods, 2 tyres, 2 torsion, and I think we're good. I need my pry bar for that, so that's over here. We need to take the old torsion bar out. Fantastic. Right. So I need this here. Oh, I already have a front shock absorber. Right. Where's my spanner? Where's my spanner? Stick that in there. There we go. That's front left, need front right. That one. Okay, need to raise my car up so we can work on this side. So we're going to use the lift because I can't be bothered to get the little like jack out. Yep, it's much easier. So much easier. I've lost my spanner again. Literally, where have I put it? Right, I need... I think there's an upper arm. I'm missing the upper arms. Yeah, there they are. Do not. We're after that one we are. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Right, next put in the suspension. If we can. There we go. Nice fit. Nice one, brother. Alright, cool. Now I need a hub. One of those. That's the front left. I need the front right, which is that one. All good, right. No, one of the kids has got it. How you doing, Charlie? Welcome. Catch you later, man. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. I can't remember what the time difference is. Yeah, Logan's got water in it. Stick the brake on. I need my screwdriver. Cool. Now I need a caliper, which I've already loaded with discs. Not discs, brake pads. All good. You can get rims from the scrapyard or brand new? They will probably be brand new. So yeah, brand new will be easy. I don't need one of those. Tie rod. No, I can't put it in yet because we haven't put the sport. We haven't put the axle in. I don't think this has got axles, is it? Not on the front. It has a rear axle, but not like a front. I'll leave that there for a minute, raise it up. There we go. Is it cold or hot in the UK? It's sort of like medium right now, which is quite nice. It's not overly powerful, let's put it that way. Last week it was wretched. I'm not a big fan of hot temperatures. It was too hot for me. So it's not too bad here right now. That is the problem. Like, the UK is a bit funny. Like, what we'll have most of the time is sort of overcasty mid temperatures for our climate, and we'll be all right, you know. But the moment it gets like too hot or too cold, that's when most people start moaning about the weather. Me, I am a heat moaner. I don't like it when it goes above 25 degrees. It's uncomfortable, it's sticky, and it's really humid. That's the only time that I'll complain about the weather in the UK. I'll talk about it. I'll be like, you know, oh, it's a bit chilly today. But I generally won't complain about it because I actually don't mind it. I'm one of those weirdos that actually doesn't mind it when it's cold because I run warm all the time. I'm always hot. It doesn't matter. I'll put this into perspective. I will wear shorts until November. Because I don't need to heat up. I need to cool down like all the time. And the worst part is there's nothing wrong with me. I have blood tests every 6 months. I know there's nothing wrong with me. I have what's the other things like I've been scanned before. I have my blood test done. I have to have checkups because I'm asthmatic as well. And I've never been diagnosed with like high blood pressure. I've never been diagnosed with any other problems. I'm just naturally warm all the time. Like, to put this into perspective, when this living room gets like heated up to like 25, I can't stand it. I can walk out in the hallway and it's better for me. It's just I'm just really weird. But it's not bad. I do find it funny when people start whinging about all the weathers in the UK. It's like, just don't live here. Again, this is my mentality of it. It's like, if you're going to complain about something, just don't be there. Don't live here. If you don't like it, go away. I know people then go, well, I can't afford a new house. Like, well, I'm not asking you to buy a new house. I'm just asking you to move. I'm expecting here heat in Kimberley. Yeah, I mean, what's that? It is Africa, isn't it, you live? I would expect heat as well. Right, I need to put the hub on this now. There it is. One hub. Need a brake disc. If I can get the fronts on today, we'll be good. And then I'll do this another. What I'll probably do, I might just stream this like every now and then, or during the week, and just be like, I'm going to build the rest of this car today. Right, that's on and that's on. Fantastic. Now, what am I missing? Because the tie bars, they need to hang on to something. I do need to attach these. Oh, I haven't put the caliper on. There we go. I know why it's not going. I haven't turned it on yet. Right. Goes on there. Goes on there. Goes on there. And there we go. So that's all good. And now if I take the master brake cable, stick that on there. Come on. God damn it. There we go. Not that difficult. Just attach yourself. There we go. Right, so that's better. And that's on, that's on, that's on, and that's on. Right. I am missing something though. It is the steering linkage that's going to go on the steering wheel to start with, and then you have to put the steering column onto there. And that's what I'm missing, but I haven't picked it up. But that's the one, the steering link. Oh, and that is the mystery that I was missing. I suppose if I attach that to the steering wheel first, we'd be better off. Right, now we need this. That goes on there. And we are nearly done. Got there for a minute. I just need to get this one. We're done. Right, I need to borrow my car for a minute. It's time, it's 3:30. Right. Do it in the morning. And because there's no delivery in this game, this is the easiest way to get wheels. Okay, so they are 5-spoke. I'm pretty sure they're 5-spoke. Maybe. R15. 1, 2, 3, 4. R15, R15, R15. R15's right. One. This is why I built a car with nothing in it. And this is the reason why. It's so I don't have to keep going backwards and forwards picking up one thing. It's all the joys of playing this game. Like, yeah. I mean, I could chuck it all into a backpack and be like, yeah, look at me, but I use the mod as less as possible. Now we get with the 1 seat. Yeah, see? Also, when you're delivering pizzas, I actually found that the easiest way to deliver pizzas in this game is to literally deliver all the local ones and then just don't do anything else. Thought it was to save money with parts. No, it's just there's no point. There's no point in adding parts into the car if you're not going to use them. You know. And then unloading just is easier as well. You take the tyre and you just pop it through the wall. There are still some jank in this game. Yep. And the last tire. Come on, pick it up. There we go. And there we go. Right, now I need my pump. I wouldn't really say it's a hack, it's just one of those things. Listening out to the little psst every time it goes in. It's dumb. Games like these should be open world multiplayer, so while you're busy on the bodywork, someone could build your engine. It is experimental multiplayer. You can actually play this multiplayer. So, wish granted. It's already there, man. Let's put it this way: the community in this game, I would say like the Hybridsteel community was like one of the best I've ever joined. I actually really like the Hybridsteel community. I think they're a great bunch of people. The community who are behind this game is ridiculous. Like, the support that this man has is amazing. The people who play this game are pretty cool, and they even do roleplay. So, because you can transfer cars between save files, I could transfer a car to you, that sort of thing. I think you have to do it through email, but I haven't looked into this, like, because I'm not that deep into the community with this game. But the community themselves, when it comes to like trading, they literally trade their money, like their in-game cash, to somebody else, and they'll buy like a scrap car off of someone. And you're like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, and then like, they'll do like people's logos and this, that, and the other. And yeah, there's a lot of active people who play this game, and a lot of active community members as well. It's a very, very close, like, nice community, I would say. So yeah, if you ever want to play this game, it is. I've got to be honest. I'd say it's really worth it. Like, even if you just jump in the Discord alone, the community behind this game is very, very good. And the developer's always like talking he's always talking in Discord, and he's always willing to update the game, and the modders are really cool in this game. It's one of the best Discords I've ever been in. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let me just have a drink. So 2 hours and 53 minutes in, we rebuilt the other car, and then we did it. Got to upgrade my PC or sell my PS4. I would go PC, but me personally, because the PC opens. I've got a PS5. Don't get me wrong. I love consoles as well, but if you're looking for a utility that's going to give you a lot more games, a lot more everything to play, the PC just has a lot more versatility, especially when it comes to like Game Pass as well, and you've got Steam, Epic, and all the other places that give you games, and all the other places you can apply for as well. So I would say personally there's a lot more on a PC for people to play games on, but if you just want to play games, a games console is pretty good. Anyways, on that note, we've done nearly 3 hours in this. We're rebuilding this car. We finished one car, we sold that car, we're all good. I want to say thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates. I'll be back here with a brand new live stream or whatever else I do on this channel. Until then, thank you very much for kicking by. I want to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your weekend if you don't make it through, and I'll see you all whenever you make it to another one. Until then, bye bye for now.